Obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Anita Diane McCravey, age 49, of Cullman Funeral Services, were yesterday at First Baptist Church of Hansville. Dr. David McGowan and Reverend Philip Wigley officiated. Hansville Funeral Home directed. Ms. McCravey passed away on Thursday. Funeral services for Frank Bakerman will be at 2 p.m. today at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverends Wade Maynard and Steve Rogers officiating. Interment in Bell Springs Cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home directed. Mr. Brakeman passed away on Friday at Cullman Long-Term Care. Ronald Jackson Allred passed away Thursday at his residence at age 58. Funeral services will be today at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel at 11 a.m. with interment to follow in Good Hope Cemetery. Dr. Ralph Andrews will officiate. Bobby Vassar Blackman, age 76, passed away Thursday in her home in Baileyton. Private services were held Saturday at Edson Chapel Cemetery. Holly Pond Funeral Home was in charge. Those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. We are broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. And as a matter of fact, you can follow us on Twitter at Channel 2 Cullman, on Facebook, Channel 2 Cullman, or YouTube, Channel 2 Cullman. And we're streaming our program live right now, 7 o'clock each day, and we archive our programs on the same website or on YouTube.
I'm going to have to learn how to tweet. I don't tweet.
I don't either.
I guess it's the
I don't Twitter either.
You don't. Well, isn't that what they call it if you're on Twitter?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was asking, do you tweet? Is that what it is you do? Yeah. So I don't know how to do that yet. I guess I'll have to look in. I was on LinkedIn, but I don't know. I just get very few requests on LinkedIn. And I think that's kind of almost a passé thing, you know?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Whatever. I can't keep up with all this modern technology. I just can't do it.
To reach the rest of the world,
I know, and that's why I do it for work. So I guess I need to start tweeting.
Yes.
Tweet.
That's right.
I don't know. Jeez.
Well, let's see. Let's start with the weather. This is going to be the big news today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Here's the weather almanac for the 10th of February in Cullman, Alabama. The average high temperature is 55. The average low is 34. The record high is 76 in 1938. The record low 9 in 1971. Sunset at 5:52. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:11. There's the satellite picture, and you can see a little bit about what might be headed our way later on tonight and tomorrow. We have one more satellite picture to show you. There we go. Here's our forecast. There is a winter storm advisory for our area. This will be in effect from 6 o'clock this evening until noon tomorrow. Mostly cloudy today, a slight chance of drizzle this morning, and a high around 42 today. For tonight, a 60% chance of snow, mainly after midnight. Low around 27, less than a half inch is possible. For tomorrow morning, 70% chance of snow, high around 37 tomorrow. New snow accumulation, less than a half inch tomorrow morning. On Wednesday, cloudy, 60% chance of snow and sleet, still in the forecast, high of 35. Thursday, sunshine returns with a high of 49. So be advised, headed for work or school tomorrow may be a problem.
Yeah, they might make school delayed or something in the morning.
I was kind of surprised they hadn't already announced that. That I mean, doesn't seem to be much doubt that we're going to get something tonight.
Right,
so,
right, yeah.
But I'm sure that they'll make that announcement sometime today, one way or the other.
I would imagine. You know, we do this little almanac, everything. It's just a tease. It's just to remind us how good it could be. And yet, you know, when was the last time we hit, well, I say that, and it was 57 yesterday, or in somewhere like in there. But anyway, yeah, for the most part, we haven't seen much of that, have we?
No, no. As soon as that global warming thing kicks back in,
I know.
we'll get back to normal.
I guess.
Okay, who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Let's take a look at that. That's Melinda Cargal? I don't know. Anyway, she likes Alabama football and the Atlanta Braves. No wonder I couldn't know how to pronounce her name. But no, Melinda, we're glad that you're our friend. And of course, we are going to reward you with that large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just come by here and pick up your gift certificate.
Did you happen to watch the salute to the Beatles last night?
I did not.
Oh, you missed a good show.
Yeah.
Good show. That was the 50th anniversary of their appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh.
So they had clips of that show from 50 years ago, as well as current artists today performing the well-known hits of the Beatles. And then Paul and Ringo finished the show by performing themselves.
Well, very good. I'm sorry I missed it because I really was a Beatles fan when I was growing up. So, yeah.
Timeless music.
Yeah.
Really, really is.
Yeah,
You can just kind of sing along with just about every song.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day, I don't think there was thousands of songs out there. There might have been hundreds, you know, so it was easier to learn because you had them over and you heard them over and over on the radio.
But think about this too. At that time, the Beatles had so many hits that, like the top 10 on the radio, 5 of them would be Beatles songs.
That's true.
Today, an artist is on with one song,
Right.
and so forth. But
and they're
you
lucky
don't have
if they-
anybody just dominate the
Well,
radio the way the Beatles did.
That is true. And I'll tell you, they're lucky if they get a hit song every once in a while.
Well, that's true.
Not everybody makes it to the top.
Yeah, and if it's on the top, it's 1 or 2 weeks. That's it. Then it would be on for a month or better.
Right, yeah.
Plus, you had fewer genres of radio stations. You had like a rock station and a country station and maybe a middle of the road, and that was it.
Right, yeah.
You didn't have talk radio then. You didn't have all the different types of rock and so forth. So they got played
Classic
on a lot
rock,
of the radio stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, and the Wallace Singers, we've talked about this, will be doing a tribute. Well, the Wallace Art Department will be doing a tribute to the Beatles coming up in April.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that'll really be good.
Oh, that'll be good, yeah. Real good.
Okay, let's see, who's our guest for today?
Well, Miss Melba Palys is here today to talk to us about the 80K chocolate tasting that they have every year. This is always a great event right around Valentine's Day. What a great way to just gorge on chocolate. If you got to have your fix, this is where you need to be. So she's going to be telling us all about that.
George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Time for news and commentary on this chilly, not yet bad Monday morning. Looking at the weather, of course, it's going to be the major thing people will pay attention to. Everyone's scared to death, after what happened in Birmingham a week or two ago. I was reading James Spann. He's a meteorologist for Channel 33 and 40 out of Birmingham. He was saying that you can expect in this area about a quarter-inch of ice, maybe a little bit of snow. Now, he says a quarter-inch of ice. I didn't know that you could quantify this. A quarter-inch of ice allows for power outages. Just that small amount on a tree limb will fall. It'll knock out a power line, possibly. Let's hope that doesn't happen. He says the 278 corridor and farther north, maybe about an inch of snow. But if it starts to rain and freeze, tomorrow afternoon, then things will get rough. The thing that really is always interesting to me has always been the way you get the word out to people. They said, it's an advisory, not a warning that we have now. If it were a warning, there would be lots of snow or lots of ice. But a quarter inch is enough to knock a power line out, right? But the way of getting out, we had this during the April 27th tornado a few years ago. EMA, and I was critical of this, EMA was on Facebook. Well, not everybody had a computer or a smartphone with access to Facebook. There was discussion after that storm of possibly using weather radios to get information out to people. Weather radios have batteries you can listen to. Most of them, of course, are there's that fake voice or that masculine voice that's always used on those things. It's recorded. And as a result, many folks were thinking that was the way. Back in 1996, of course, the radio station was a way of reaching people across Alabama. But not much has been improved when it comes to getting the word out to people. Cell phones, yes, but your cell phone can go dead unless you've got access to a charger. So a good idea would be to have your charger ready for your cell phone if the power does go out, so you can use your cell phone charger in your car. That's a way of doing that. Nonetheless, we'll see how this thing pans out. Hope it'll be over with pretty soon. Thousands of people without power on Saturday. Thousands in Cullman County. Exit 310, according to one person interviewed, said it looked like a ghost town Saturday afternoon. Businesses were closed. Well, if you're not without power, you can't run a cash register. You can't run a grill, Cracker Barrel, Ruby Tuesday, Logan's, Waffle House, all those were out of power, so they just closed their doors. Apparently, it was, one transformer that went out at the substation there at 31 and Highway 157, and when one went down, it took several others with it. And that, again, is another reason why if you have a generator, you better check the oil and check everything else. I did learn one thing after being overseas in the military for 3 years, and that is you don't use 3-year-old gas. 3-year-old gas, if you got an old generator and you've had gas in it for years, it turns yellow and it will be a problem for your engine. So you might double check that. The primary runoff is going to be July 15th. It's interesting to see who has qualified and who hasn't. The general election, of course, will be in November of this year, November 4th. For sheriff, incumbent Mike Rainey is running against Tim Creel and Matt Gentry. All of those are on the Republican ticket. For coroner, Jeremy Kilpatrick on the Republican ticket, and former coroner Gary Murphy on the Democrat ticket. For revenue commissioner, incumbent Barry Willingham. We talked to Barry Friday morning, and he at that time didn't have a contestant, anyone to run against. By the end of the day, John Milligan had registered as on the Republican ticket, but come Saturday morning, John Milligan had changed his mind. He called Barry. I was looking at a Facebook posting by Barry Willingham. Milligan called him and said, "I'm not running." So he backed out of the race. So it looks like Barry Willingham will be our next revenue commissioner. County Commission Place 1, the incumbent is Darrell Hicks. Running against Darrell Hicks on the Republican ticket is Kerry Watson. Used to be a sheriff's deputy. Place 2 commissioner, Stanley Yarbrough, who's the incumbent. Running against him will be 4 Republican contenders: James Graves, Gary Marchman, J.P. White, and Doug Williams. He's a different Doug Williams than the one who works, of course, at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home. County School Board 2 representative, incumbent Chris Carter, is the only person there. District 4 School Board incumbent Kenny Brockman, so he will probably stay with the job. County School Board District 6, Randy Hassenbein on the Democrat ticket has a Republican contender come November, Mike Graves on the Republican ticket against Randy Hassenbein, and County School Board District 7 representative incumbent Jason Spiegel. Now, on top of that, this is interesting because we're not really sure what ticket these people are going to be on. I suspect it will be the Democrat ticket because of their affiliation with the Democrat Party in the past. For state representative, of course, James Fields, running for lieutenant governor. Also, Cullman attorney Thomas Drake II, known as Tommy Drake, if I'm not mistaken. He's the attorney here in Cullman, running for U.S. Congress against Adderholt. So Tommy Drake, I suspect, will be on the Democrat ticket, but we don't know for sure right now. Drake's wife, Kimberly Drake, is running for Alabama Court of Criminal Appeals. And so this is going to be an interesting term this time around, and times are running out. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
We continue with Today on 2, and we would like to give away some prizes. I think we have something new today to give away. Let's see. No, we don't have the Hurricane Creek Park Pass anymore.
Let's see what we do have.
There we go. It's My Party, a 15% off gift certificate. 15% off any purchase at It's My Party is our prize for today. Let's look at our merchant ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads, starting with Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, where love begins. Every gift from Yates Chance Christian Bookstore expresses your love. They're in the South Cullman Shopping Center.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do sell Bridgestone and Firestone, but they can also have your oil. You can have your oil changed there, minor engine repairs done, have those shocks and brakes changed and taken care of.
Cotton State Barns of Cullman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. There's no credit check. You're approved.
And Barnett Tax Service does tax returns, electronic filing, and she also does bookkeeping services throughout the year, including the W-2s and the 1099s, serving Cullman now for 41 years. No appointment is necessary. She's located 1 block north of the post office.
Earl's Body Shop, where they do towing, local or long distance, large or small. Of course, they do auto body repair as well. Earl's Body Shop on Highway 31 North.
And Be Fit is now open with no contract. It's just $50 a month, but it's month to month. Personal trainer is included, located right next door to Renard's Gallery and Gifts. You can change your life and your body with Be Fit.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, where suits and sport coats can be made to your measurements. Of course, they also have off-the-rack suits and sport coats in regular, big, and tall sizes at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And don't forget about Dairy Queen having that $5 lunch every day from 11 to 4. What a great, fantastic deal this is. The burger, the fries, the drink, and a sundae. All this at Dairy Queen.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service, quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much. Cups Accounting and Tax Service.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located right there on Highway 278 and County Road 747 in the Berlin Quick Stop, offering great deals on breakfast and lunch and dinner.
And is this Kalos Salon and Day Spa, a new advertiser with us. 9 stylists to serve you. Walk-ins are welcome. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 6.
And the Hansville Pizza Hut across from Wallace State Community College is serving a lunch buffet from 11 to 2 every day. 10% off for a Wallace State student.
Gee, I wonder how, if you just register for a class, you'd be a student? You have to be a certain age?
Maybe.
That's
no,
a good deal.
You don't have to be a certain age. You can be a student at Wallace at
Okay,
any
I think
age.
I'll sign up for a class.
Okay. Go take ceramics or something.
Yeah,
you know?
there you go. Okay, let's see. Question for today. Where will you find Greg and the guys? Which business will you find Greg and the guys? The first person with the correct answer gets the 15% discount at It's My Party. And this is one of their big times of the year at It's My Party,
Yeah.
Valentine's. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And let's see, we told you what the prize is and the phone number. Go ahead and call in while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
How to build your credit. Just come into one of our offices and fill out a credit application, and one of our loan officers will discuss your borrowing options. But the most important thing is to make your payments on time to avoid late fees, additional interest, and damage to your credit, which will all affect your ability to borrow money in the future.
I think we stumped the crowd for
Guess
today.
so.
We don't have any phone calls, so we'll save that question for another time. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. And who do we start with this time? Barnett Tax Service. Elna Barnett can help you fill out your tax return, do the electronic filing. She also does bookkeeping for small businesses, serving Coleman for 41 years. That's Barnett Tax Service.
Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can continue to count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop, located in the Phelan area.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore located just down the road, where books are always on sale. Used books half price every day, new books 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
It's My Party. Balloons of all shapes and sizes are available. Singing Valentine telegrams. How awesome is that? Create your own Valentine's gift basket. They're located right there on 2nd Avenue Southeast.
Brown & Company Beverages, a toast to love with fine wine and beverages available for this Valentine's coming up on Friday. Brown & Company Beverages on 157.
Auto Tech Repair and Service does electronic diagnostic. They have major engine repairs they can take care of, transmission, brake, foreign and domestic auto repair.
And the Busy Bee is the home of the original breaded burger, and they serve German meals on Friday and Saturday evenings from 2 until 9 o'clock. Coleman's one and only place for German meals, the Busy Bee.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins today to book. That's 256-620-JOLLY. She has licensed inflatables, slides, and obstacle courses, all kinds of great stuff.
Grand Point Pharmacy on Highway 31 North. Love your heart. Track your heart with easy-to-use blood pressure kits. Pick up your heart healthy tips at Grand Point Pharmacy.
And the Candle Garden, hand-poured candles and over 50 luscious fragrances, gift items, and gorgeous gift baskets just in time for Valentine's Day. Located right there on Highway 278.
And they have moved, by the way. They're next to Moe's Barbecue and open in that location now. Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center has the full fitness opportunities, and there we go with our merchant ads for today. Let's see, birthdays. Who has a birthday on the 10th of February?
Well, it looks like Jeremy Stidham has a birthday along with Tammy Kreitner, and their name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning a birthday cake from Dairy Queen.
And of course, we also acknowledge our anniversaries. We have a gift certificate to the Candle Garden,
Yes.
their new location.
Well, they must have just done that, because I just passed by there last week and they were still located.
I'm on top of this stuff.
Boy, you are
on top
good.
Of everything
You
that's
are
going
good.
on. Yes.
So they've moved next door to Moe's.
Moe's Barbecue.
Is that
or
where?
maybe the next door, or But anyway,
that
on
kind
that
of where
block.
Bubblegums and
Yeah.
they used to be located, because now they're located in the old Deep South Classic
Yes.
place.
Mhm.
Okay, we're playing.
And Deep South Classic is now located in the little greenhouse.
Where there used to be the old candle garden. They've just played shuffle.
Well, forget it. Let's see. We will
Yeah,
continue
that's
with
it.
more. We're going to talk to Melba Palys about chocolate right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Now, is this not yummy?
What? Oh.
Hands off, hands off. And this, of course, is chocolate, a box, 2 layers of chocolate. And Melba Palys is with the 80K sorority, and she is going to be, I guess, selling these, right?
That's correct.
This coming Thursday. And this is an annual event for you guys. What a great event it is.
This is our 6th annual Chocolate Tasting Extravaganza. My teacher sorority, Alpha Delta Kappa, sponsors it. We're the Beta Delta chapter here locally. And we do it to raise money for our scholarship fund. We give a $1,000 scholarship each year to an area senior who's going into the education profession, hopefully. And they can apply. The scholarship should be out there in the schools, and this is how we fund our scholarship.
Well, very good. What a fun way to fund that, huh?
It is. We have a lot of fun. We really do. It's going to be at St. Paul's in the auditorium. And Miss Myrna Hermits and Jan Pierce are 2 of our world-class decorators.
Gosh,
they make it
they are fabulous. They really are fabulous.
And it's worth the price of admission just to see what they do each year, truly. But we love for them to come and eat with us there. But if they can't, they can get the to-go box. And the price is just $5. We think we try to keep it very reasonable.
Wow.
And we do some kind of chocolate for everybody. Everything that we have is some kind of chocolate. But there's just, I can't even begin to tell you the variety.
Now these are all handmade, homemade goodies,
yes,
right?
Yes, everything is homemade.
Right.
We do have up at the Career Center. They help us with some of our chocolate, but it's all made there too. So it's all
right.
None of it's purchased ready made. It's all done from scratch.
So if you really just have this desire that you have got to have chocolate this Thursday night is the place you need to be, right?
That is right. It'll be from 5 to 7:30, and guys can take their wives out to supper and then come eat dessert on us.
Yeah.
So, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a really nice event. We enjoy doing it. We really do.
Now you have it all fixed out and displayed on the tables, and you can kind of just go around and sample.
You can either eat in or you can get the to-go box, whichever you want to do. We'll have the to-go boxes will be packed and ready to go at the door. So you don't have any excuse. If you don't have time to stay, you can still grab it and go.
Right.
But we do have it. We have tables and tables full of chocolate. It amazes me really what we do manage to have, because we only have about 20 ladies in our group, but they are awesome. I'm telling you,
Now I have noticed that you don't have any of those nasty labels that tell you how many calories. So there are none.
That's
no
right.
Calories.
We take it all out. And by the way, we do have some sugar-free things for those folks who have sugar-restricted diets.
Right, definitely.
But no, we take all the calories out. So
all right.
Just come and enjoy.
All right. Now, that's this Thursday from 5 until?
7:30.
Okay.
At St. Paul's Auditorium.
And you could just buy a ticket there. You don't have
You
to have
can,
advance
that's right.
tickets, right?
That's
or if
correct.
somebody is interested in getting advance
They
tickets.
could call me, 256-339-5121.
Okay.
And we'll get them a ticket.
Buy a ticket early. But what a great way and inexpensive way, right?
yeah.
And then you get to pick and choose exactly what you want in that box.
Exactly. And
right?
we have got kept our price the same. This is our 6th year, so we've tried to keep it affordable for folks.
Right. And I know that the ingredients have gone up in price, so.
Yes, definitely.
But I guess the ladies are just kind of doing this out of their
We do. We think it's a little bit of advertisement for our sorority, and we're an altruistic group. And we try to give back to our community, and the scholarship is one way we do that, but we do it in other ways as well. We also help with the Relay for Life, all of the survivor activities. Our group helps feed them the night of relay and the breakfast. We help do that. So we try to give back to our communities. We're just a great group of ladies.
Yeah, definitely. And how about the scholarship? And what are you, I know you're looking for somebody that's possibly going into education, but what are some of the requirements?
Not a lot. They have to, do a few things with their application, but not a lot other than the fact that we want them to be education major. That's what our plan is. And it's not all for girls either, by the way. We had a boy that won the scholarship a few years ago. So those scholarships should be out there in the schools with the guidance counselors if they're interested in applying. We love to have a lot of applications, but it does make it tough to choose a winner, I have to say that.
Oh, I bet.
It's based on need to some extent, of course.
Okay. And then I guess would imagine grades,
And
right?
grades,
Okay,
that's right.
definitely. Well, Melba, thanks again for being here this Thursday night, 5 to 7:30 at St. Paul's in the auditorium in the back.
great.
So just show up.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Thank
We'll
you
be
for
back
having
with
me.
more right after this.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Dodge City Drug Awareness will be taking place on Thursday at 7 o'clock at the Dodge City Community Center. Dodge City Drug Task Force will present a drug awareness presentation. Call the Town Hall for more information, 256-287-0346. And the Miss Senior Coleman pageant is going to take place this Saturday at 2 o'clock at the Wallace State Community College in the Betty Leith Haynes Theater. And the Busy Bee Cafe is presenting Pints for Paws on Saturday as well at 7 o'clock. Go and support the Coleman Area Animal Welfare Association. For every pint of draft beer sold, they will give $1 to the local shelter. And Empty Bowls of Coleman will be taking place on February the 17th from 4 to 6:30 in the Heron Hall of First United Methodist Church. Tickets can be purchased at the door and they're $10. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone 256-734-7399, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman, spell out the number 2.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the forecast. Winter weather advisory in effect from 6 o'clock today until noon tomorrow. We have a 30% chance of drizzle this morning, a high today of 42. For tonight, snow starting after midnight, low around 27, less than a half-inch accumulation is possible. Tomorrow morning, snow continuing, a high around 37 tomorrow, maybe another half-inch of snow, expected tomorrow morning. And speaking of tomorrow, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen, depending on who shows up.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
We do have a guest scheduled for
yes,
tomorrow.
Yes, we do, but the snow may be a factor,
right.
And who knows what the weather conditions are going to be
That's
like.
right. So just tune in tomorrow and see what happens.
That's right.
That's our program for today, brought to you by Premier Bank.